Well met, distant land of YouTube. North Trailsmith at your service. Welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
As it always is.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
That is a lot.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
That seems
This is what
very
employee
dull.
427 did every day of every month of every year.
Including
And although others might have
weekends,
considered it
apparently.
soul-crushing, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Maybe he was.
Was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him
Really
instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So, this is an updated version of the Stanley Parable, which itself was an updated version. So this is like the third.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'll turn that off. I shall try the window trick later. So far it all seems the same. Maybe better looking. But mostly the same. Why are they all leaving these on?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, broken lights. Yeah, I shall play along. For now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Tips for
decided to
not
go up to
getting
his boss's
fired.
office, hoping he might find an answer there.
If I have a dispute, it is usually solved with an axe. The angle is weird. Oh, yeah. I must do the
Stanley
broom
stepped into
closet.
the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Loud.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Oh, fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Fine. Executive bathroom. Of course, the mirror is broken. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. What? I will pretend I did not see that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled,
How do
Stanley
you
wondered
get to
in
those
disbelief
upper
who
ones?
orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his
I
boss
wonder
had
if
been
the
keeping
same
from
trick
him.
works.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
8.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Huh. Looks a bit different. Maybe the lighting. This is different. There is an up button. I shall check that out later.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to
I
think
can
for
actually
himself,
see
to
things
question
outside
nature
the
of his
elevator
job.
this
Why
time.
did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
A lot of missing floor
Stanley
here.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Next time. Lights.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
There are better footstep sounds, at least.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Hey,
Each bore the
that
number
one is
of an
weird.
employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom
yeah,
meant
2,
nothing.
3, 4 is broken. How do you even, use the screens? You cannot see very well.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Maybe.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
His life of less than 10 minutes, yeah.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Weird
And as the
lights
cold reality
also.
of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Or would he?
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place
have a
and to
cursor,
everything
but
it stood for.
I cannot view them. Now what?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Of course it is not.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Or so
And
he
yet,
thought.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yeah,
Where had
much
his
better
co-workers
lighting
gone?
this time.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
To
No
let
longer would
go of
anyone
his
tell him
job.
where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
A very weird countryside. And this seems to just be cut off.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
So, yeah, that is exactly the same as before.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
want
meeting
to
room.
try
Perhaps
something
he had simply
else.
missed a memo.
Something in the middle.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Also,
decided
the
to
Broom
go up to his
Closet.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going
You
to
are
be patient
saying
and wait for
things
you to
right
finish
now.
whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What
Stepping
if
into
I
his
put it
manager's
in
office,
early?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
There is a camera up there. Very suspicious.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I do want to try the up button, but I will do that next. After this.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
There was a secret in here last time.
The lights rose on an enormous room
I
packed
want
with
to see if it
television
still
screens.
works.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Stanley already knew, for he is in a time loop.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. Call the elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible
But
to
do
believe
not
it couldn't
board.
be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Walk near, but do not get on. And now, wait. But yeah, that one screen is broken. I see another broken screen, actually. 528. An error. Okay, let us see. Wait. That is also error. Let us see if this works. Yeah. Oh. It looks way better this time. Faithfully ported Secrets 2022. Yeah, it does work. Oh, you can walk through on this side. Oh. I wonder.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see,
Very
back when the Stanley
interesting.
Parable first launched in 2013, getting to
It
the
is
bottom
sad
of the
that the
mind
music
control
stopped,
facility
though.
was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to
I
update the
can't
game,
see
we knew
anything
that we
down
had to
here,
do
though.
something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call
Oh,
it the
new
bottom of the
content,
mind control
huh?
room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like
Oofda.
we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't
Did
hear
you?
it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Really?
Good job, you did it. Good job.
Lame.
3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you.
Huh.
I believe
Wait,
in your
I
ability
think that is
to
the
cross this
elevator.
barrier
Yeah.
and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did
Okay,
it.
I
Good job,
get
you did it.
the
Good job, you
point.
did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Are we done here? It seems we are.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This
Oh,
couldn't go
it
anywhere except
actually
badly.
moves.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be
Well,
happy
on that
forever.
note,
I will be
until
happy.
next time,
Stanley waited. Hours
keep your
passed,
axe sharp
then days.
and your beard
Had years
clean.
gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit
Get
closer.
on with it.
Now it's even closer. Here it comes.